Abraham Lincoln, behind the beard. Once upon a time, around the year 400, in a log cabin deep in the forests of Illinois, a baby was born. On hearing the news, the new family was visited by 3 wise men. They told the parents to name him Abraham Lincoln, so he'd grow up to be a great president someday. And grow he did. Soon Abraham was 8 feet tall and leading his one-room schoolhouse to multiple state basketball and volleyball championships. The locals were so enamored with his physical prowess, they demanded he be their congressman. So Mr. Lincoln headed to Washington, and what a change it was for a rural farm boy. There he discovered big city ways like beards, proclamations, and Buffalo Wing happy hour at Hooters. He was also introduced to his one true love, top hats. In fact, though legends tell of Abraham marrying one Mary Todd, historians know that Miss Todd was actually a top hat with a bad wig thrown on top. Abe's love life wasn't the only thing taking off. His political career was too. His proposal to send Johnny Appleseed coast to coast with candy apples proved so popular that he was urged to run for president. So he hopped on a campaign train and toured the nation, instantly winning the support of environmentalists and train fans alike. The campaign, however, was neck and neck. That is, until Lincoln dropped his Gettysburg Address, which media of the time called, quote, the most fire bars ever spit in American history. His opponent, Mr. Stu P. Dass, never recovered. President Lincoln celebrated his victory with a massive inauguration party at Showbiz Pizza. Amidst the fun, an animatronic weasel informed him that the South had seceded because they wanted slaves to do the work that they were too stupid and lazy to do themselves. "Not in my country!" yelled the new president, and he immediately boarded a Black Hawk helicopter to confront the useless, traitorous coward, Robert E. Lee. After stealthily parachuting into Lee's front yard, the president kicked in the door, revealing Lee drunkenly trying to sell his friends on being sales affiliates for the MLM he stupidly bought into. And though Lee offered him an amazing return on investment if he bought in, Lincoln was unmoved. Instead, he declared his dislike of pyramid schemes, slavery, and the collapse of the nation before punching Lee in the face, ending the Civil War. A partygoer described the scene as, quote, 2 hits, Lincoln hitting Lee and Lee hitting the dirt floor. With the country reunified and slavery outlawed, Abraham decided to relax with a night out at the theater. It was an even worse decision than usual. It turned out that most Southerners were furious at the prospect of having to do their own work, and had planted an assassin among the show's cast to get revenge. During Act 2, as most of the audience was drifting off to sleep, the loser known as John Wilkes Booth jumped into action. But not the onstage acting action, a different, separate, unrelated action, like he was carrying out his plan action. Clad in a red hat, Booth jumped out of the shadows and assassinated the dozing hero president, a final cowardly act for a cowardly faction. The Confederacy sucked. The end!